Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Band Together Leadership. My name is Paul Everts, I'm your host. You can reach me at my email address, and I wish you would. It's BAND, number 2 together, bandtogether at Comcast.net. Any more information you want about me, take a look at the description. We are working out of this book, Breakthrough Parenting by John Maxwell. Super John Maxwell, great book. It's out of print actually, but I thought, hey, why not bring it? Because I'm a teacher. I want to help parents out. I'm also a father and a grandfather. We are in the middle of chapter breakthrough number 6. I'm going to go less than 10 minutes today because my social media coach, Chaplain John, shorter's better, Paul. Okay, cool. We're going to go shorter because I love you, Chaplain John. All right, here we go. Laying the foundation for family growth. Again, this is part of breakthrough number 6. And let's remind ourselves what breakthrough number 6 is. The growth that counts isn't in years. The potential breakthrough for the parent, the development of a growth game plan. The potential breakthrough for the child, maturity. So this again is laying a foundation for family growth. Before I explain, as Dr. Maxwell, before I explain how to develop a plan for your children, allow me to show you how to build a strong foundation for your family's growth. Follow these 8 principles and you'll be in a position to set your family on the right path. Here's the 8 principles. Number 1, start with yourself. Okay, always start with yourself. Get yourself a growth plan. He's got a great book called 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. That'd be Dr. Maxwell. Oh my gosh, get that book. That's wonderful. Read books about how to grow. If you want to change the children, change the parent. Any growth plan for your family must begin with you as the parent. Okay, that's so important. Ask the important questions. E. Stanley Jones said, the chief way you and I are disloyal to Christ is when we make small what he intended to make large. End of quote. That's what we do to our children when we are not dedicated to helping ourselves and them grow. The next one, number 3, get rid of excuses. An English proverb says, one of these days means none of these days. You may have an excuse for not growing. You may be waiting for an inspiration, permission, money, time, a deadline, a relationship, approval, or authority. If you continue to wait, you will continue to wait. Only one thing can get you started, and that's you. Make a decision to change. We don't decide whether we will be people, but we do choose whether we will be ignorant, undeveloped people, or people who have sought to reach our maximum potential. Growth means change. If we are not willing to change, we won't be able to grow. See the big picture, okay? See the big picture. Do not be afraid of going slowly. Do not be afraid of going slowly. Be afraid of standing still. Oh, that's awesome. That's a Chinese proverb. Make the home a growth environment. If you want your children to grow, create a hot house climate where they will flourish. A growth environment is a place where others are ahead of them, where they continually challenged. The focus is forward, not backward. The atmosphere is affirming, and goes on and on. Children cannot provide their own positive environment. Children cannot provide their own positive environment. That's so awesome. Their parents must create it for them. Be a positive learner. How far we progress in the learning process is determined by our attitude. When a negative person makes a mistake, he withdraws and becomes cynical, but a positive person can turn errors, false starts, or fumbles into learning experiences. As Alan H. Newharth, founder of USA Today, said, quote, don't just learn something from every experience, learn something positive. Oh, that's awesome. And then give up to grow up. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, for everything you gain, you give up something. So, that's the end of the quote. Next part, be willing to make sacrifices in order to grow. How to develop a growth plan for your children. Once you've got the right attitude and environment, you're ready to get started. Cool. I got like 3 minutes. Here we go. Number 1, assess your child's needs. The process begins with assessing your child's needs. Think about the answers to the following questions for each child. What is my child's age? What is my child's bent? What are my child's top 3 interests? What are my child's top 3 spiritual gifts? What is my child's greatest need? Of course, and I'm just going to read this one. Over the course of your child's growing up years, you will want to spend time focusing on several areas of need, such as spiritual development, character, relationships, attitude, and spiritual gifts. But at different times, a child will need particular attention in an area, just as Dr. Maxwell's son, Joel, did in the area of honesty at one point. The next question, what is my child's greatest weakness? So then you have this. Take a look at that. Okay. Number 2, determine where to focus the growth. Number 3, find resources. When children are young, you can choose material that isn't highly focused on a single area of growth. Or you can choose material that is not highly focused on a single area of growth. Character and biblical literacy are the best areas for growth. Okay? You choose. That's your deal about the Bible and stuff. But definitely character. Character and biblical go hand in hand. Under normal circumstances, you should spend at least twice as much time building on strengths as you do correcting weaknesses. That's worth reading again. Under normal circumstances, you should spend at least twice as much time building on strengths as you do correcting weaknesses. Number 4, design a growth plan. So here you go. Take a picture of that if you want. Okay. Number 5, set aside daily growing time. I do that every morning. Yes, I know. I read the Bible. Oh, tell me so. It works for me. It works for me. I want to whisper. It works for me. Okay. Last thing, make your own shoulders as broad as you can by putting yourself on a plan for growth and continuing with the plan. And then help your children climb by exposing them to the influential books you have read. I know, you got to read. It may be the soundest investment you will ever make in your children's future. Okay, did it under 10 minutes, Chaplain John. There's next Breakthrough 7. We'll do that next time. Do everything possible to influence the influencers in your child's life. The potential breakthrough for the parent, continued positive influence, and then the potential breakthrough for the child, continued positive direction. Thanks a lot, everybody, for listening. BA&D number 2 together, band together at Comcast.net. Hope to hear from you soon. Check out, we got a Venmo account. That's also in the description. God bless you. I hope this helps. I love you. Bye.